What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, and apologies. I was meant to upload this video and I must have deleted it off my hard drive because when I went to upload it, I couldn't find it. So I don't know, man. Over the Christmas, everything is a blur. But we do have these 5 free players, and by now you should have a chance to be able to spin for it, right? You also get your free spins all along. We were lucky enough, we actually got a duplicate Belletti. We got Sneijder from these free spins as well. The only player I don't have is Freddie Ljungberg. So if you are looking to get Freddie Ljungberg, I would say I don't think that you should pick Freddie Ljungberg, lads. If you do and you want him as a card, just max out his speed, his acceleration, his balance, and his tight possession all to 90, and the rest of the stats will look after themselves, right? So once you have all those main stats, speed, acceleration, balance, and tight possession at 90, the rest of the stats you can put wherever you want. Into finishing if you shoot a lot, or into low pass and lofted pass if you want to pass it more, okay? He's a Roman flank. He's got some pretty decent stats and skills, but for me, I don't have him. I haven't really tested him, so I'm just going to be 100% honest. But we do have Darren Fletcher, we do have Belletti, David Villa, and Wesley Sneijder. And of course, all of these players here are available when you do complete the objectives enough that you are able to get these one of these players. So open up your free spins first before you actually pick who you want to go. Now on to the builds. So I've actually kind of messed around a bit with a lot of these builds, and I've actually tested them quite thoroughly, right? So we're going to have a look at Villa, Sneijder, Fletcher, and of course Belletti. I haven't given Belletti his second booster, but we're going to start with him because he's a very easy card to train up. And he's a card that I was a little bit down on at the start, but he's actually a very decent right back. Just don't be expecting him to defend too much, even though he's got solid defensive stats. I would be giving him the double booster, and it's going to be the one that brings up his tackling. So if you want to, with the booster, and you've got 100 of these, I would probably give him either defending or dueling, depending on how you want to train him up. Probably go with speed and stamina, to be honest with you, with the dueling and defensive awareness and tackling, but you can go with this as well. It's not going to be too much of a big concern. They are the two with the tackling there. You also have shutdown if you want to give his defensive stats a little bit of a boost as well. The main thing with him is that you have his aggression at 85, you have his tackling at 90 with the booster, if you're looking for an all-rounder, and then the rest of his stats here. In terms of, you know, we've given him a position proficiency to be able to play right midfielder. You can also train him for CB, but you need a double dip. And in terms of his additional skills, I mean, one-touch pass is always going to be nice on him. But to be honest with you, lads, most of these cards aren't really worth, you know, putting a lot of legacy transfers in and spending a lot of GP on. Just play them as they are because they are quite decent. Now, I will take a look here at the player progression. 0, 3, 9, 7, 8, 4, and 13 into defending. That's it, baby. That's it. It's a very solid card. Give him the double booster, and he is quite effective. Moving on rather quickly to Darren Fletcher. Again, another card in the vein of Ambrosini. Kind of underrated cards. Albertini, Ambrosini, a couple of those guys. Even Edgar Davids now has been kind of like, the spotlight is not really on Davids or Makelele anymore compared to the likes of Vieira, Rijkaard, Rodri, all those kind of big boys. You know, tall, long-legged, long-limbed guys that can just block everything. But this is a very solid build for Darren Fletcher. He's got the hard worker +2. His skills are actually quite decent from the rip. We've played 42 matches with him, and I've been impressed with him. He's got interception, blocker, one-touch pass, cut behind and turn, weighted pass. You could also give him, if you wanted to, you could give him low lofted pass, but one-touch pass, weighted pass, man marking, interception, and blocker is really nice. He has heading. You can give him aerial superiority if you're using him as a more defensive option, and that's where I would go with this. I would play him with an anchorman or with somebody in a double pivot. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, 7, and that's it for his build, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. You can play a lot of different positions if you want to give him position proficiency as well, but don't overcomplicate it. Now moving on to the more exciting of the two. Wesley Sneijder and David Villa are the more exciting of the 4, I should say, that we have here. Speed 80, acceleration 90. We've gone for this build because we want to maximize his shooting, and we want to maximize just him being a creative presence as an attacking midfielder, right? Excellent tight possession, 88 ball control, 90 low pass, 99 curl, 80 speed, 90 acceleration, 93 kicking power, and huge balance, right? Again, we haven't really done much with him, but we've played 50 matches, scored 5 goals, 2 assists, double touch soul control. Give him flip flap, that's what we're working on. We don't have it at the moment. He has knuckle shot, long range curl. Give him long range shooting, give him flip flap, give him one touch pass if you have it as well. We don't have any of these skills. I mean, I just hate the randomness of the skills, but that is what we would give him. Very high weak foot accuracy as well. You can shoot left or right foot. Very, very solid card, and this is the build here. 11, 2, 1, 13, 7, and that is it for Sneijder. Just try that build out, he's a beast. And then on to the main man. Now, we have a video fully done on David Villa as is, and if you haven't checked that video out, I definitely think you should check it out. He's an absolute beast, lads. Plays way above his stats. David Villa is the free one. He is an absolutely insane striker for a free striker. He's brilliant. He's better than Torres in my opinion. He's better than Endrick. And we'll also be giving Sneijder this treatment as well. We're going to do a video specific to Sneijder because I've been having a lot of fun with him. But this David Villa, we've actually pumped in a lot of work into him. 93 matches. We've had him for ages. 57 goals, 21 assists. We've given him flip-flap because he has double touch and soul control. We're also going to try and give him one-touch pass if we can do that. And outside curler. They're the two to give him. Flip-flap and outside curler. We're working on getting outside curler. And of course, one-touch pass for any attacking player from centre midfielder up is always nice. But long-range curler is nice. If you give him flip-flap, he's going to have the advanced double touch or the advanced ball roll. First-time shot and one-touch pass if you can get one-touch pass. Acrobatic finishing, chip shot control. It's a lovely, lovely card, lads, honestly. The only thing I don't like about this David Villa card is his medium weak foot accuracy, but the rest of his stats and the thresholds are brilliant. 95 attacking awareness is the key to this card. He's got 90 plus finishing, tight possession, dribbling, ball control, speed, acceleration, kicking power, and balance. And the 95 attacking awareness is going to mean he's going to get into some insane positions. 4, 0, 11, 9, 11. And that's your build with 1 into goalkeeper, 1 if you want to throw it on for jumping. Or, of course, as I made that mistake and people were saying, it's kind of irrelevant. You can just throw that into aerial strength and boost up his physical contact by 1. But it's the same thing. You're going to get that 70 jumping. So that is it for all the players, boys. Let me know who you picked. Probably would say that Sneijder has impressed me the most. David Villa is the best. Darren Fletcher is the underrated player of it. And Belletti, I would say, is definitely somebody that you might go for if you've got a lot of offensive heavy players in your squad. If you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 really good CMFs and AMFs, and Sneijder and Darren Fletcher are not going to get in your squad, definitely go for Belletti or David Villa. If you've got your setup at the back defensively and Belletti's not going to get a sniff, then go for Villa or Sneijder. If you've got all your strikers up front, you don't need Villa, go for Sneijder or Fletcher just for something different. So that is it for me. I'll be back quite soon, and apologies again. This video was meant to upload. I must have deleted it. And that's what happens over Christmas. Good luck. Peace.